down at Arclatech. Clint Johnson, former B Mod powerhouse, now behind the wheel of a modified. He's made his way in. Carlos Amata Jr. and Trevor Hughes, the two USMTS pilots. Your current point leader here at Lucas Oil Speedway after the rejaw, Ryan Middaugh, is going to have to start all the way back in 9th. And Robbie Reed, after the bad luck he had in his heat race, he starts all the way back in 14th. So an opportunity for some cars to move through the field and possibly get a first-time winner here at Lucas Oil Speedway this season. Bill Roberts Chevrolet Pace Truck rolls out from turn number 2. We'll get the field set for you as Trevor Hughes, the Salina, Oklahoma native, will be on the pole for heat race, or for our final feature of the night in his heat race earlier on. Trevor had an extremely good showing as he started dead last, but worked his way up through the field to be a contender by the time it was all said and done. And Nick Bittinger, he will start outside of him. He won the Spring Nationals, a 3-time winner already this year. Jeff Cutshaw finished second in the Cowboy Classic last weekend. He will start inside row number 2. And Clint Johnson, in only his 3rd race of the season after sitting out all of last year, starts in 4th. Jason Pursley and Carlos Amata Jr. back in row 3. Jason's from just down the road in Hermitage. Carlos Amata Jr., he's from a couple of states over out of El Paso, Texas. Terry Kirk and Chase Jones in row number 4. Ryan Middaugh and Lucas Dobbs start 9th and 10th. Independence, Missouri's Cameron Grindstaff. First time he has been here this year, starting in 11th. Tracy Wolf outside of him. Then it's Greg Scheffler, Robbie Reed, and Jay Fields as the lights are dark. Bill Roberts Chevrolet Pace Truck will go to the top side in turns 1 and 2 and make his way back to the pit area. Green flag in hand of the Wheatland Outlaw. Cinch up those belts one more time, my drivers, for our final show of the night. Will we see a USMTS ringer make his way in and win here on week 6 of the Big Adventure RV Weekly Racing Series? Can Nick Bittinger win for the first or for the second time this year? And can we have a former 4-time champion at Lucas Oil Speedway, Jeff Cutshaw, make his way into victory lane yet again at the Diamond and Dirt tracks? We'll find out in 20 laps as we're underway.
It is the 7-12. That is Trevor Hughes, the USMTS entry coming in here tonight out of turn number 4 with the lead. Bittinger in that second spot, and it's a race between Cutshaw, the 98, the 65, rolling here of, is that Shattered Turn?
Nope, 65's Carlos Amata Jr.
Another USMTS entry.
So looking at the running cars the way they are right now, if you look at the top 5 cars, none of those are in the top 10 in point standings here at Lucas Oil Speedway. Out of the top 5 cars, the only one that has won here this year is Nick Bittinger, who rides along in second. This is only the second time here for Trevor Hughes. First time for Carlos Amata Jr. Jeff Cutshaw has only been here a couple of times, with the exception of running Show Me 100 weekend. And Clint Johnson has not been here for a few years, and last time he was here, it was in a B-Mod. So we've got a little bit of a potpourri bag in the top 5 as far as drivers concerned here for the modifieds, but right now up in the mix, Trevor Hughes is leaving everybody in his dust. At the line this time, he has a 1.7-second lead over Nick Bittinger.
Hughes on the point. It is Bittinger and Amata in that second and third spot as they come around. Cutshaw in fourth. Battle back in the field. Looking at that 6th spot, it is Jason Pursley in the 03 of Chase Jones. As they come around, Jones looking to the inside of Pursley. Cannot make the pass here so far.
Look at the car running out in front right now, and Trevor Hughes. You got a great teacher. You talked about it earlier on whenever your dad's Jason Hughes, one of the hot shoes in a modified rank just nationally and as well as the Midwest. you know the bloodline runs strong. He started running back in 2021. That season, no wins, 11 top fives. Skip ahead 1 year, which happens to be last year, a 4-time winner with 17 wins, and he got his first taste of a USMTS ride here at Lucas Oil Speedway. Now a winner at Monette already this season, and he has the field covered, at least here in the early going, as we're getting ready for the cross flags, this time by a 3-second lead over Nick Bittinger.
Bittinger back there with his hands full of Armada as they come around this time. It is going to be cross flags given to the field halfway this time. Bittinger in that second spot, Armada in third as they come through. It's going to be Cutshaw and the 37. That is, now it says Jason Pursley. That's not correct. Clinton Johnson is in that 5th spot.
Yeah, a little bit of a issue here with scoring where Jeff Cutshaw is not being scored officially. His transponder apparently not working. We know where he's at, though. It's all good, at least on my race pass up on the Jumbotron. It's all good. They show Jeff Cutshaw is running in 4th right now, Clint Johnson 5th, and Jason Pursley 6th. That's just an issue on my race pass.
Well, Shane, we're going to find out something here pretty quick because Hughes is starting to catch the back of the pack. And unfortunately, it's somebody who's not used to being in the back of the pack. That's Robbie Reed. Reed in that last spot, getting ready to go a lap down to Trevor Hughes.
Well, you know, last week, Robbie Reed was the victim of lights going out on the front stretch. Didn't get to run the last 2 laps and try for a win. And now a looper, and everybody's going to whoa down in turn 2. Lucas Dobbs spins it around. You see some steam coming out the front end. There may be some steam coming out from underneath the hood or the helmet of the 23 right now, too.
Yeah, it's definitely a hot car in that 23. So as they come around, 7-12, Trevor Hughes is your leader. 7 to go here tonight.
And again, Lucas Dobbs will get pushed off the track, and he will voluntarily take the hard right-hand turn and head back to the pit area instead of having to go all the way around the entire track. Obviously, Trevor Hughes had him covered. 5 seconds was his lead over Nick Bittinger. Now, with everyone bunched back up behind him and 2 wide, you'll like the fact if you're Trevor Hughes, you're starting 2 wide back in row 2, going to let the 2nd and 3rd place running cars have to deal with each other. But for Bittinger and Amata Jr., now a little bit of relief, if you will, that now you don't have to make up 5 seconds. You're going to be right on the back bumper of the car that had been far and away the talent of the field so far.
Yeah, and 2 cars that he has to deal with in that USMTS series, and that's Bittinger and Armada as they come around. Into 3 out of turn number 4. Green flag in the air. 7 to decide it. It is Hughes, your leader.
Boy, that restart over in 3 and 4, I don't know if there was just a little bit of a gas burp, if you will, for Hughes, because the 2 cars running back in row 2 had started to catch up with Trevor Hughes. They both had to lift off the gas. When they did, Hughes went power down, and he is out in front now by 4 car lengths. 6 to go for the modifieds. Trevor Hughes has ran 17 times this year, a 2-time winner on the season already. He won at Monette. He won at Arrowhead. Finished 6th at Arrowhead last night. won his heat race, and he did that from deep in the field earlier on, and now he is back out to where he was before that last caution came out with 2 laps to go. You take the USMTS events out of the equation for Trevor Hughes. He's been dominant this year. He's won twice. He will now win at the Diamond of Dirt tracks for the first time, as he's got 1 lap to go and an entire straightaway over Nick Bittinger. No one's going to have anything for the Salina, Oklahoma native. Lineage runs deep. He learned from his dad, and he will motor to victory lane here at the Diamond of Dirt tracks after finishing 6th earlier this year. He wins for the 3rd time this year, and he does it here in Wheatland.